Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Dior, and this is Kingdom Death Monster. So, just quickly to point out, the two newborns is Chen and Lily White. We're going to be taking Sakya, Letty, and Kokuma and Remilia. Remilia will be our main attacker using guitars. I have already marked her as using guitars as her weapon proficiency. Survival-wise, the only person that was down any points was Remilia, so she gained 1 point because of ammonia. And Letty gained 1 from her name and 1 from ammonia, and then Sakya and Kokuma were good to go. Hopefully, with the dash, we can have a little bit more defense against certain attacks that may come our way, though that may be more difficult. Who knows? Anyway, so the turn order is going to be Remilia first, then Kokuma, then Letty, then Sakya. So let's go ahead and do a 1d8 and see if we get the exact same events yet again. 4. That's different. So, monsters. Get our white line back. Get our hunt events. Mark territory. The white line says, mark this area. If any survivor has 3+ understanding, which we do, they realize the area is covered in ammonia. If they have not innovated it yet, the survivor settlement gains the ammonia innovation. Man, I really wish I had picked the other innovation, because then we would have gotten this for free. But relying on marked territory to come up is not something you should be doing. So let's go ahead and do a random hunt event. 74. Okay, go ahead and load, please. Load a little faster. Oop, too far. 74. Antler gouged. A great battle of dominance between two enormous antelope has left these stone-faced ground gouged with crisscrossing scars. Each survivor must roll in the table below. Okay. So, alright, so we'll do this in order again, because obviously that's going to go well. Alright. 40-10, top to bottom. Alright, no one got any torn freaking injuries, which is good. 1 to 2 is... Alright, 3 to 8 does nothing. So the only person that got anything was Kokuma. 9+ is the survivor finds a loosened stone and gets a founding stone. Awesome. That's great. We'll go ahead and get one of these. She does have room in her gear grid for it. Oops, wrong person. I was kind of tempted to give her a founding stone for the hunt, so glad we got that out of the way. Alright, next is Kokuma. Kokuma. 6. Scratching grounds. Claw marks scar the ground. The survivors may choose to investigate. Each survivor that investigates gains +1 courage and rolls on the table. If no one investigates, we have to do a random event. So it's a good idea to at least have one person investigate, but this is also one of the few opportunities where you can get some free courage. So let's go ahead and have Letty. I'll have Letty do it first. So 1d10. 1. So Letty takes 1 damage to the arms. Oh, also she needs to have 1 armor in the waist. So yeah, that happened. Alright, next I will have Sakya. 4. Nothing happens. Kokuma. 8. Nothing happens. And finally Remilia. Nothing happens. Alright, but all of these everyone did get +1 courage. So we'll go ahead and do that. There we go. Next is Letty. Letty will go ahead and roll D100. 79. So that's not too far away. Dying small prospector. Slumped against a large stone face, the survivors find a small, dying prospector riddled with arrows. As they approach, he growls a warning, threatening them with a huge stone shard. When he sees that they are not evil monsters, he calms down and gives them a key. With his dying breath, he says, "This is the key to the portcullis. Without it, you'll never get through. Record the portcullis key in the settlement record sheet notes." So this is just something we have to note, I think. It might be an item, but I don't think it is. If it is, it's under rare gear, maybe. Nope, it's not there. And it could be a special resource. No, it's not. Okay. So we'll just add this to... add it to the timeline. go. I'll probably remember this because it's pretty obvious. And last person is the white line. All right, so for once, we actually are going to fight a white line that doesn't have ground fighting right off the bat. It might have it in, as a random card, but it doesn't start with it, which means we can't do any of that fancy trickery that we've been doing. Let's go ahead and do our 2d21, 14 and 15. 14 is a giant stone face, and 15 is a nightmare tree. So there's that, I guess. So as long as we block line of sight, you can probably have some fun with that. Okay. So we do get a giant stone face. If I want to, I can get a second giant stone face because of Vermilia's strategist ability. And you know what? That sounds absolutely bonkers, so let's do that. So now we have 2 giant stone faces. And of course, we get 1 giant tree. So just like before, we can search that giant tree to get some stuff. Alright. Of course, we're going to have everyone do that, so it's going to be a little bit of trouble. Okay. So this time we actually have to take time to like pick up our things and take actions and all that craziness. So this is going to get ugly very, very quickly. So let's go ahead and go, I actually have to figure out what 6 distance is again, it's been so long. Alright, right there. So we can do that. Start setting up things like this. The tree can be set up like this. Just has to be 5 spaces away from all border edges. So we can do something like that. And like that. So yeah, we can do something like that. Because the tree has to be just 5 spaces away from all. It has to be 5 spaces away. Okay, then we'll do something like I don't know, this. That could work. Yeah, you can still do it. That is 5 spaces away from all board edges. Just do something like that, and like that. It is an obstacle, so it does block, does all that fancy stuff. Do something like this. It's pretty silly looking, but it is something that can work possibly. But if I get hit with something that could potentially wreck me, that will be an issue. So let's go with something like that, maybe. That works. You can set up there. You can set up there. And we'll have Vermilia try to tank this. She does have +1 evasion because of the monster grease. And yeah, hopefully she does okay. Okay. I think this is our setup. Let's just make sure I have everything legit. Stone faces have to be 5 spaces away from the edge. Nightmare trees have to be 5 spaces away from the edge. And that's about it. Not much else to point out. Let's yeah, that can work. Okay, so with all that said and done, we can try to get some shit started. Yep, I will go ahead and call this a video. I am the Depressed Viewer, and when we come back, I will have a deck prepared, and hopefully we don't get wrecked. But I'm not making any promises. Here we go. Alright, Depressed Viewer, Kingdom Death Monster. See you guys later.